we won San Francisco. And, that's, definitely a really, it's a life highlight. It kind of divided time. There was before and after San Francisco.
Right.
It was Eddie the lovable loser, and then all of a sudden, that's an AVP champion walking on the strand there.
Right.
And, people look at you differently, and I think about myself differently after having climbed that mountain and gotten to the top and stood there for an afternoon. It's pretty cool. Wouldn't mind doing it again. I don't know if I am going to put in or have access to the partner that I need for that. It's really rare to come upon somebody who's skilled enough to go and win a championship with you like that. And I hope, whoever I'm playing with this year is that. But I intend to put the work in. There were a lot of things that went in there. I've got a strength and conditioning coach who's back in my life now, which is great. Back to bonus pancakes. Played real well. Won 5 straight matches there, including the final. And, just really was in the moment the whole time, in a way that I've really never been before. Just really present with all of it. And so we win, and I sign, every autograph. I run around the stadium, sign every autograph, do every interview. And Conover gave me advice. Jeff Conover he was the tournament director. He's high in the AVP and has been forever. And he's like, hey, do everything, enjoy this moment, take a picture of yourself with, with the event in the background, holding up your trophy and your skateboard. Skateboard was special. I bought it on that Thursday, doing the most Californian thing I could possibly do. I took an Uber in San Francisco to buy something that I found off Craigslist for $20. It was a longboard skateboard.
$30 Uber.
It was a $5 Uber. It was
now
super
that
cheap.
Uber would probably be 30.
A quarter of your board.
Right? No, $5 Uber. Because Rafu showed up at the hotel with a skateboard. And I'm like, it's a half mile to the event site. I want a skateboard. So I went and I bought one. That was Thursday night. Yeah, rode the skateboard to and from the event. Took the picture of myself after the event with the skateboard and the trophy. And then proceeded to call for an Uber to get me to the airport. And that Uber pulled up like 20 minutes later and then pulled away about 10 seconds later without me in it, because he, upon arriving, found out that I wanted to go to Oakland Airport and he did not want to go to Oakland, and he was out of there. And I'm like, oh crap, I've already changed my flight a couple of times because I'm running a showcase event in California, or in Huntington Beach at the same time. And I was anticipating losing to, Doherty in the semifinals and getting on a flight and going and running my event.
Yeah.
Nope. I've pushed it all the way back. I'm on the last possible flight home. And so I call for another Uber, and he gets there 20 minutes later, whatever, and he takes me. And we are like really late.
Yeah.
Like we are like, he is breaking every traffic law. He is cutting in front of people. He has learned my story about how I've just won the first tournament of my career and it's the biggest day, and all I want to do is get home and spend the evening with my wife and best friend, who happened to be staying at my place at that point. And he is committed to this cause. He is on board Team Ed to get me there. He's driving. It's great. It's everything an Uber ride should be. A little bit of dangerous, a little bit of spine tingling. I could die. He got me to the airport. Of course, I'm carry-on only. Never fly with bags. That's for suckers. I'm riding my skateboard through the terminal to get to my gate on time. I'm the last person on that plane. Barging through the aisles. The trophy is apparent. The flight attendants are keen to bring me margarita after margarita, so I'm sauced on the plane, as I should be. Get off the plane, sauced. Get home, watch the final and the semifinal with my best friend David Fisher. Love you. He's in North Carolina now.
Okay.
Great human being, special. He helped me and came up huge that day because he drove my truck and the trailer that runs like all my volleyball stuff, like all over to the event that morning. Shoot, we're all about caveats. Let's go back to that morning.
Sure.
It's 6 a.m.
Yeah.
and I'm supposed to play a semifinal in a couple of hours.
Right.
I get a phone call, and it's Dave, and he's driving my truck, except for he's not driving my truck anymore because my truck and the trailer have become decoupled.
Oh, no.
The trailer is on the ground. The hitch is on the ground. He has no idea what to do. And it's 6 a.m. and I'm like, this is some adversity. Quote Eric again. And so it's 6 a.m. I'm supposed to play this thing. He's down there trying to be a good friend and bring this trailer and this truck. And good thing this happened to me 2 weeks earlier. And I knew just what to do. So I called AAA and I'm like, okay, I need you to bring a tow truck that's got a jack because we need to jack this thing up so we can get it high enough so we can raise it and get it back up on the trailer because we still got an event to run over there.
Right.
So yeah, that happened. And of course, in true adversarial fashion, the Uber driver has, or the AAA driver has the wrong address. And he's arrived somewhere in Huntington that's 20 minutes away from my actual address. And so I have to get on the phone with AAA guy, and he is like, circling back to get to my truck and my trailer and my best friend who are. So that takes all the time in the world, and the event's going to have a minorly late start, and that sucks, but it's fine. So he gets the truck back together with the trailer. The event goes on largely without a hitch because I've got a couple of people that can help with that stuff. They didn't need me anyway. And my semi goes off without a hitch. Like we kind of blast Ryan Doherty and I think it was Billy Allen he was playing with. We that's a team that I probably would have lost to 9 times out of 10, but somehow we beat them.
Yeah.
Somehow meaning Rafu served like 10 aces, as he is known to do. And I'm like, well, I'm going to have to change another flight, okay? And, won the final. And so I'm getting off the plane to go home, and that Uber goes off without a hitch. I don't remember anything about that Uber ride, as I shouldn't, because I'm sauced. Get home, watch the final, or watch the semi, and I'm like, dude, I know I need to eat. I'm kind of a little bit hungry, but nothing sounds good.
Yeah.
And so I call, Grubhub up, and I'm like, what can I get that has breakfast? Breakfast kind of sounds good. So IHOP is still serving pancakes and scrambled eggs and bacon, and so we order a plate of each of those things for each of us. And, finish watching the final, eat all our food, or what I thought was all of our food.
Yeah.
Because this is where the bonus comes in. That is a microcosm for all of this. Everybody's gone off to bed. I am still sitting on the couch just kind of going, wow, what a day. I'm not going to believe this for about a week.
Yeah.
It's going to take a while to set in, but I know there's one good thing left to come tonight. Yeah. But I'm going to be a good citizen right now. I'm not going to leave this coffee table filled with IHOP trash. I'm going to be a good citizen of this household. I'm not going to be that egotistical guy that doesn't have to do anything on his big day. I'm going to take this trash and I'm going to put it in that trash can. So I take it into the kitchen. And as I'm about to put it away, I'm like, gosh, I still got a little appetite left. But, I'll quench that appetite upstairs in a minute. And so I go to put everything in the trash compactor, and this one bag feels heavy still. And I'm like, what? Do they give us extra syrups? Is there extra butter in there? Should I maybe put that in the fridge? No. Look in, and it's a plate of pancakes, and it's perfect. And it's the perfect plate of pancakes. There's enough syrup and butter to go with it, too. And I smash that extra bonus plate of pancakes. And it's the perfect microcosm for a man who was happy playing at a high level, never really conceived that he was going to win an event, and honestly played the events because he loves to play the events. I'm talking about myself in the third person. Is that cool?
Yes.
But it's the microcosm for that. Like I wasn't expecting to win an event and put myself into those hallowed halls of AVP champions. Like that's not I was the lovable loser, and that's cool. But I got it done.
Yeah.
And bonus pancakes
Bonus
on a
pancakes.
career of kind of an awesome time.
Yeah.
So thank you for letting me share the bonus pancake story with everybody out there.